Bam's new show, Bam's Badass Game Show, and it's going to air in January on TBS. Free admission. So on that note, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, once again, right here on LA On Air. It's what you look forward to every weekend when you're at home late at night, as you're reading this off your Facebook pages, under your covers. You're wishing that she was reading them to you. Is that too graphic?
I got creepy.
Should I start over? Should I be light?
Too late now.
Okay. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to go straight into it.
Thank you.
Confessions with Lana.
Ta-da, it's me.
Wow. Okay. Oh, you cracked me
the
up.
The fact that if somebody literally sits at home under their covers and wishes I would read.
It's cooler to hear someone reading it. Audio is always better than you sitting there struggling to...
I mean, this isn't like a nighttime story.
For some people, it is.
Anyways.
Okay.
So, we're reading from my absolute favorite confessions page.
Lafayette Confessions.
Mm-hmm. The first one I will read is... Women. Is self-confidence the main thing that attracts you about guys? The first comment says, no. Money is.
Lana, is that true?
Well, we know she's a gold digger. Mark that one off your list.
Lana, you didn't answer my question. Is that true?
Is it true?
Uh-huh.
First of all, no.
Okay.
Because I'm not... What's the word?
She took my money!
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not shallow.
Okay.
So you're welcome. And I'm single.
Guys, you...
I mean...
Yeah.
Let's just point that out.
Okay.
Real quick.
All right.
Somebody said... I love how this is all girls, and they're all like one word.
Uh-huh.
Intelligence. No sense of humor. Some girl... Oh, definitely not. I definitely only go for guys with facial hair.
Wow. Okay. Everybody has their little...
Adorable.
preference.
Okay, let's see my other ones.
Ding, 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 ding.
This one says, when I asked you to give me a ride, I didn't mean drive me home. Men are so stupid sometimes.
Oh. Alrighty then.
I'm going to go ahead and say he probably just didn't want to take you home. Like, most guys are dumb enough to assume that you actually didn't mean drive you home, but drive you wherever I want to take you. So, just a hint. You probably just weren't worth all that business. If some guy put, who's really the stupid one? Women who don't say what they want and expect people to read their minds, or the men who take everything literal as it truly means? That one got 46 likes on that one comment.
Lesson learned. Maybe you should repeat that one.
I think she wanted me to piggyback right.
Oh, man.
Really,
Okay.
let's... Lafayette, you never disappoint.
Never. Okay. I'm going to read this one. I read it earlier. You know what's tacky? Those airbrush license plates that you put on the front of your car with you and your significant other's name, like Susan and John. Yeah.
It's like getting a tattoo.
Right. But well, this is removable, but chances are they won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then somebody else put, what about those fake air vents people stick on their rods? That radio edit's the worst. Somebody put 1995 call. You want your dignity back.
I love it so much.
Wow. I think it's worse when they have graphics that designate their seating arrangement. Honestly, is that necessary for people to know that Carl rides behind the passenger? Alrighty then. Oh man. You see any other ones you want to...
Yes, I do. I told her I was still a virgin. She asked me to leave. I'm a 22-year-old guy.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
Okay.
That's rough.
We'll get you help. We'll try.
Well, I mean, he posted
Did anybody help him out, though? Did anybody reply?
The girls were extremely full of grace. As a matter of fact,
Okay.
She did you a favor by showing how incredibly cold she is. Thank her and be grateful. That's awesome. Don't let her bring you down. She obviously doesn't really care and is a cold-hearted
Radio edit.
Duh, you have to lie, man. Have your dad taught you nothing?
Okay.
Ooh.
So, I was listening this morning to people talking, let's say that. And it's a show, radio show. And this lady calls in. And she's calling basically to win this prize, but they start talking to her. And she's an older woman. And when I say older, she's a grandmother. Okay. And she says, at some point or other, the woman, radio co-host or whatever, asks her, hey, do you know, are you naughty? Are you nice? And of course it's Christmas time, so. And the woman said, naughty. So then they took it a step further. Finally, the grandmother decides, hey, I really don't want to answer these questions on the radio, so, I'm just going to, maybe I'll talk to you about this later. So they kept pressing. They said, so tell us, what age group do you date? Like, what are we talking about here? She's like, well, I guess you would consider me a cougar, except she's a bit older than a cougar, okay? And
like, cougar to me is in their 40s.
Right, exactly. So older than the cougar age, okay? I don't know what we call those. Yeah, a puma? Is that no? Is that younger? Anyway, so
A puma.
So then they start getting down into the details, and she says, well, I have 2 boyfriends, and they stop everything. And they're like, wait a minute, you have 2 boyfriends? She said, yeah. And they said, okay, well, do they know about each other? She's like, of course not.
That's brilliant.
Okay. A few minutes later, totally done with the call, doing other stuff on the show, they get a phone call from this guy. He calls in. He wants to get the contact information to reach her. Okay? Guess how old he was? Take a guess. Just throwing it out there.
21.
18.
I mean, how old was she? Did she ever say?
She's in her 50s. No doubt. Well, not every 50-year-old looks bad. Okay. Sound effects by Lana. Anyway. So then they ask him, dude, are you seriously, like, you really would? And he's like, yeah. He said, that's how I learn.
There's no one in your, I don't know, high school class?
He didn't want that. He wants a mature, and he said he's never had that age range, so he's curious.
Try like 28.
He wants older. He said
like
he's been
70.
He said he's been with a 30-year-old. He's been with a 40-year-old. He wanted to step it up a notch.
We're about to have a come to Jesus meeting.
LA on air. Bray J Lana here with you.
Hello.
All right, so wrapping up the show now. Want to remind you, this weekend, stop by Dorma if you're here in the Lake City for the rummage sale. It's on the 15th, and it's pretty much all day, starting at 10 o'clock and going on throughout the day. So stop by. It's on Broad Street, downtown Lake City.